Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and thank you for tuning in to Canal Algérie's nightly news. To the headlines. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, continues his state visit to the Russian Federation and takes part on Friday in the proceedings of the International Economic Forum in St. Petersburg as a guest of honor.
الجزائريين ولدوا أحرار وسيبقوا أحرار في قرارهم وفي تصرفاتهم.
The President of the Republic participates in an interactive debate where he stresses Algeria's sovereignty in taking decisions in its efforts to support peace and comprehensive integration in the world.
إنه يستعرض بذلك فخامة الرئيس الجزائري كونه زعيما وكونه يحترم مصالحه الوطنية ومصالحنا جميعا. نحن لدينا علاقات ودية قديمة. الجزائر نحن نحب الشعب الجزائري.
And the Russian president praises the strong bilateral relations and welcomes Algeria's readiness to mediate in the Russian-Ukrainian crisis. The President of the Republic promotes investing opportunities in Algeria in front of representatives of 130 countries and highlights the new energy law, which provides all guarantees for foreign companies operating in Algeria. Army General Said Chingriha, Chief of Staff of the People's National Army, on a working and inspection visit to the 1st Military Region in Blida, a visit in the framework of the follow-up of the implementation of combat readiness programs for the training year 2022-2023. Welcome again. Tonight we continue with the state visit of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, to the Russian Federation at the invitation of his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin. The President took part as a guest of honor in the proceedings of the International Economic Forum in St. Petersburg. The President of the Republic took the official podium, accompanied by his Russian counterpart, who supervised the opening of the proceedings of the International Economic Forum in its 26th edition with strong, active international participation from 130 countries. During this event, namely the International Economic Forum, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, and his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, tackled the latest developments in the world. The Russian President expressed his joy with participation of the President Abdelmajid Tebboune in this crucial event. Sabrin Tefrginit explains.
أن أتوجه بجزيل الشكر لفخامة الرئيس فلاديمير بوتين.
Invited as a guest of honor in the 26th International Economic Forum and in a speech addressed to the participants, the President of the Republic expressed his sincere thanks to his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, for his warm welcoming. He also praised the organization of this forum, classified as an important event since it took place in a crucial time that the world is witnessing. The President of the Republic also stressed that no state can face these challenges on its own, and with that comes the importance of the efforts made by the international community for effective and sustainable solutions. In this context, the President of the Republic hailed Russia's efforts dedicated to reducing one of the current crises of cereal supply and its exportation, alongside its participation in the stabilization of global energy prices. He also called upon to work towards a participatory and solidarity approach that takes into consideration the interests and concerns of all parties, including the poor countries. On this occasion, the President also praised the strong bilateral relations binding the two countries, alongside the cooperation agreements touching various sectors, such as agriculture and the scientific and industrial fields. Furthermore, the president stressed that Algeria is at an important stage in the development process, and it is today a promising destination for investors, thanks to the reforms and the encouraging initiatives taken for this purpose, marked by the win-win basis. He also stated that Algeria has known this last couple of years an unprecedented growth rate, reaching 4.3%, classifying Algeria as one of the few African countries with no foreign debts. In this context, the president of the Republic shedded the light on the new investment law, a law that will last for at least a decade, distinguished by the special protection for the investors with the aim to bring stability to the investment climate. This interactive debate held during this international forum was a great opportunity to tackle the current international challenges. Indeed, the President of the Republic asserted that Algeria is sovereign in its decision-making, highlighting that Algerians were born free and free will be in the making of their own decisions.
ولدوا أحرار وسيبقوا أحرار في قرارهم وفي تصرفاتهم.
The President of the Republic affirmed that Algeria wishes to see humanity live in peace in an economic and civilizational complementarity, hoping that progress and investment will touch the current vulnerable countries. The President thanked once again the Russian President for accepting a potential Algerian mediation concerning the issue with Ukraine. For his part, the Russian President Vladimir Putin greeted the President of the Republic and expressed his delight at his participation in the forum, emphasizing as well the deep, strong and historic relations between the two countries, describing the President of the Republic as a leader, and praised Algeria's historic fight for independence and its willingness to play a mediating role on several challenges to achieve world peace.
The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, arrived on Friday in St. Petersburg from Moscow to take part in the proceedings of the International Economic Forum of St. Petersburg as a guest of honor. In the framework of his inspection visits to the various military regions and as part of the follow-up of the implementation of combat readiness programs for the training year 2022-2023, the Army General Said Chingriha, Chief of Staff of the National People's Army, began on Friday working in the inspection visit to the 1st Military Region in Blida Province. More details with Rania Al-Bahri.
After the reception ceremony by Major General Ali Saidan, the commander of the 1st Military Region, the General of the Army took a minute of silence for the soul of the heroic martyr Mohamed Bouguerra, commander of the 4th Historical Province, whose name bears the headquarters of the 1st Military Region. The General of the Army laid a wreath of flowers in front of his memorial and recited Al-Fatiha for his soul and the souls of other martyrs. Subsequently, the General of the Army had the first meeting with executives and employees of the 1st Military Region, during which he delivered an orientation speech to all units via remote visual communication technology, in which he emphasized that the path of building the national state with its various institutions had reached advanced stages, and this is thanks to the efforts of all the loyal citizens of the country, led by the President of the Republic, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, Minister of National Defense, who continues with great determination the comprehensive reform path with direct ambitions, based mainly on the smart employment of all our ingredients in order to build contemporary Algerian society, and to invest in everything that supports the strength and immunity of the country. adding that the bet today is for all Algerians to meet what brings them together of a single history and a common destiny, and to strive to strengthen the bonds of unity, brotherhood and solidarity between them. The General of the Army also underlined that the people have overcome all the attempts that aim to destabilize it throughout history, because they have remained attached to their national unity and identity. The Chief of Staff of the People's National Army further added that reading the ancient and modern history of Algeria and reviewing the stages of the glorious liberation revolution since its outbreak after successive popular resistances confirmed that the Algerians are strong with their social cohesion and their constant identity that have not deviated throughout their history. On the contrary, they achieved the greatest victories and led a unique revolution which contributed to the liberation of many peoples around the world. Adding that the Algerian people have won over all the attempts that aim to destabilize it throughout history, thanks to their unwavering attachment to their unity and identity, which gave them the determination and the strength to resist. The General of the Army emphasized the need to demonstrate greater vigilance, awareness and anticipation to strengthen the stability of the state and meet the requirements of national power in all its dimensions, and continue on the same path of our valiant ancestors, planners of popular resistance and the glorious liberation revolution, and to continue the course of the valiant patriotic men who preserved the foundations of the national state and the republican regime from the danger of the barbaric terrorism. Today more than ever, Algerians are called upon to attach to their identity, unity and their national and republican values, to become aware of the malicious attempts that are being plotted against Algeria, to raise to the height of the brilliant combat history, and to be ready to meet present and future challenges, adding that today we live in a world without mercy, which requires us to demonstrate greater vigilance and anticipatory approaches aimed at strengthening the stability of the state, bringing together the requirements of national power in all its dimensions and concretizing the project of the expected national renewal. At the end of this meeting, the General of the Army followed the interventions of the executives of the region and gave a series of orientations and recommendations relating in particular to the need to continue the efforts of preparation for combat with a view to increase the operational availability of the units of the 1st Military Region at the highest levels.
شكرا لك.
Algerian television won 2 awards in the 23rd edition of the Arab Radio and TV Festival in Tunis. The works awarded are the documentary titled From Palestine, Wissam Abu Zaid, and the second is in the drama category for the series Ad-Dama, produced by Muzahem Yahya. Congratulations to the Algerian television.
جائزة مالية ومنحت إلى مسلسل الدم من إنتاج المؤسسة العمومية للتلفزيون الجزائري وقيمتها $2000. 1 2 3
And with this good news, our news edition comes to a close. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.